My name is Stephanie McCorkle. I received my bachelor's in business administration as well as my master's in education administration. So I currently work for National Geographic. I am an operation event manager where I manage over 300 events across the country. So I get to work with really awesome explorers, photographers, filmmakers, you name it. I get to work with them and handle all the logistics for their shows. I was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. My majority of my family is educators. So they work for Albuquerque Public Schools. So I kind of am the black sheep of the family that left the education world, but I really admire all of their hard work and how they were able to teach me transferable skills to bring to the business world. My hobbies are very similar to, I guess, my career as we talk about explorers and scientists. I love photography. I love drawing and the artsy world. But I'm also a data nerd, so I enjoy digging into data. What can I do with it? Building data visuals. But I love hikes. I feel like in the world of hospitality and tourism and entertainment, it could get really loud with the amount of tourists that come to Orlando. So I enjoy going away and being one with nature. I chose to attend ENMU because I had a track scholarship. So I had the pleasure of running track until I got injured. However, I stayed attending ENMU just because I loved how small the school was, the college was, how great the professors were. You were able to get that one-on-one attention that you don't really get from bigger D1 schools. So it was really fun, and I made lifelong friends who I still stay connected with that went to Eastern. I have always had a calling for business. I've always loved nature. At one point, I wanted to be a marine biologist, but me and the ocean don't get along. So I always wanted to be in the business world and kind of conquer that space. There is not as many diverse people in corporate America, so it's always been my goal to kind of change that trajectory and move the needle as we see more young Black women kind of change that environment. So I wanted to kind of build that path for the next generation. Ultimately, I would love to achieve one, following your dreams. It's not easy to kind of pick up your life and leave. I didn't know anything about Florida until I moved here. So following your dreams is so important. It's a scary thing, but it is the most rewarding thing you can do. But also following your passion and doing what you love. Sometimes we settle in a space that we think feels comfortable, or kind of stepping outside of that and really loving what you're doing. And if you don't love it, what can you do to change that? So I want people to kind of get that from me, is follow your dreams, follow your passions, have fun doing it. And if you don't like it, build skills to figure out what you love. My favorite part about being a Greyhound is being a part of a university that's just so special and so niche. You have people from all over the world that come to the university, and being a part of that, being a part of the name Eastern New Mexico, and telling people where it is, telling people what the town is about and the community is about. I'm glad I get to take that with me. I'm glad I get to take the knowledge that I learned from the professors at the College of Business with me. So just being a part of that story and telling people along the way that there was this small little D2 school that I went to, and I get to be a part of that legacy. Right now, I am not working on any projects. However, I'm kind of in this amplified discovery phase of my career, learning new things that maybe you see in the market, such as instructional design or UX design or anything like that. So currently, I'm just trying to maximize my skills in the data space and kind of learning new systems, new tools. I've been an analyst before, so just kind of amplifying those skills with Tableau and new systems. Okay, my favorite place on campus would be the WOW. Those wings were so good. Really, really good. And they just put it in by the time I was like my junior, senior year. So I was always getting wings, always getting a snack, always sitting in the cub outside waiting for my friends. I was also Ms. Black ENMU, so I got to walk around with my friends just eating chicken, waiting for my next class. So it was really cool. There were a lot of professors that contributed to where I am today and my success today. I would say the ones that mentored me the most would be Dr. Green. He was my business law professor and kind of looking at things holistically, but also in the sense of being illegal. You don't want to get in trouble with wherever you are. So kind of looking at how do we avoid situations? How do we look at it in a different way? How does that relate to the world? But also in my own personal career in life, how do we go about situations? I would say another one would be Dr. Himley. He was really, really hard with finance, but understanding that life is hard. And as long as you keep going, you could make it through, and feeling that reward of it afterwards that you did it and not giving up through that process. So those two for sure were my biggest mentors, my hardest mentors, but I take it with me every day. My favorite class at ENMU was probably art. Since art and drawing is my hobby, it was nice to kind of step away from the business space, step away from sports, and just draw. Just be in touch with my creative side, and also getting to know other people who are either art majors or just art minors, but just drawing different things, getting used to different textures, different colors, which I actually use today in my space of operations and analytics, having that eye, having that artsy side and that creative side. So my favorite hobby for sure and my favorite class was art. My dreams for sure is to be an executive. I really want to create a space for people that are inspired by my story and motivated by my story to kind of walk the same path or a similar path, and just me opening up doors either through mentorship or networking, anything that I can do to help the next person. So I really aspire to be an executive so that I can bring up people with me. I want to be in the business strategy, business intelligence space. So really just working on my skills to build me up to that. But I hope and dream that I can give back through my career or personally in a big way. The advice that I would give is always learn something new. You never know where it's going to take you. It may not make sense at the time, but I've learned that everything in life that you learn is another tool for your toolbox. And so being able to use those tools throughout your career, throughout your life, will guide you on your path of purpose, guide you on your path of your dreams. And so always adding to your toolbox, and cherish that, making sure that you surround yourself by people who have similar dreams, similar purposes, who are driven, who can bounce ideas off of you and be those thought partners for you. So just always making sure that you add to your toolbox.